His blood can make the mildest sinners clean. It's the blood of Jesus can make you clean.
Amen.
I would like to invite you this afternoon for a meeting. I'll not be having only open forum with you, but I'll be sharing with you who was Wendell Serrano. Who was? What kind of marriage we have when we were still young? Who knows? The story that I would like to tell you as a part of my testimony will be an answer of your some problems. So please come back, because I would like to share with you. I know that maybe you are saying to yourself, I wish that our marriage will be like with Pastor Serrano. You don't know the beginning of our marriage. I presented one lecture in an auditorium in one of the towns in Misamis Oriental. And after my presentation, a lady asked the pastor to please talk with her. So I went there. She said, I am a retired DepEd superintendent, and I'm very much impressed of your lecture. And how fortunate that Mrs. Serrano is your wife. I said, Madam, you just don't know the beginning of our marriage, but I will not tell you, that's a long story. I said, so please extend my regards to Mrs. Serrano. Tell her that she is very fortunate, but deep in my heart, I know. So please come this afternoon. Who knows, my struggles were your struggles. Who knows that the beginning of our marriage might be still in you. So please come. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Visayan Fellowship for giving me this opportunity. I have told already that I am supposed to be in Oman, but somehow the visa was not granted, so I think this is providential that we know each other.
Amen.
I wish I can remember all your names, but my memory is evading from me. So from time to time, if we'll be meeting with each other, just remind me that one time we met in Dubai. So thank you for your hospitality. I would like to thank for Joel and Pat for their hospitality. They allowed me to stay in the Noval Hotel. So thank you, Joel and Pat, for the food shared to us and for the fellowship. I was almost a total stranger in this place, but later on I discovered there are lots of people whom we know from each other in the different mission when I was assigned. So this morning, by the way, I forgot something. Pastor Serrano is a retired pastor already. I retired as president of the South Philippine Union Conference. But then ministry is already in my blood. That's why I continued my ministry of my own. When I was out of the Hope Channel, so I continued the ministry for the lesson study for the Cebuano, for the Bisaya. Okay, so be a part of this. Just log in to my Facebook, S, and the abbreviation is AND. S&S Media Ministry. Briefly, I would like to tell you that I was not supposed to do this. But somehow, the people in the Facebook were urging me, please Pastor, let us make our own production. So we decided, through you, some of you, throughout the world, that I will continue. So we developed the third floor of our house, and we spent a lot of money, but that money does not come from Pastor Serrano. It all comes from the donation. The fact, to be frank with you, the amount of the construction of the third floor as a recording studio, because when I go home now, this coming Sunday, hopefully by November, I'll be back on the video. I'll be back on the video. So, the building is already there, and it's all from donation. I don't even believe that we can have that because the amount is almost 800,000 pesos. It's all from the donation. And now the problem is the camera. But somebody chatted with me while I was here and said, Pastor, just tell me when you're in Cagayan, we are going to bring the video cameras to supply for your ministry. So this ministry is open. If you want to help, you can. But there's one thing, because I'll be sending my materials, the complete set of the Happy Family Seminar in Cebuano. It's well recorded because it was recorded, videoed by Hope Channel Cagayan de Oro. So I'll be sending to Brother Joel, and he will make it available as downloadable. You can download that, but please, you can support the S&S Media Ministry. There is amount for that. So, when I come home, I'll be sending the materials to Brother Joel, and he will announce that when it's already available for downloading. And the complete set of that is 18 topics of the Happy Family Seminar with 7 DVDs. And it covers almost all of the Happy Family Seminar. Now, this is the culmination of our Happy Family Seminar, which we started last Sunday. And the title that I choose is Joy of the Father, Sorrows of the Mother. Why? There is a lesson to learn. Yes, my dear friends, brothers and sisters, we are going to study the book of Matthew. Listen from the heart. In Matthew 24:37 to 39 it says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the man be. It's very important to study about the situation and the life of Noah during the flood and after the flood, because it is in parallelism to the second coming of Christ. Why? It says, for as in the days where before the flood they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and yet not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also of the Son of Man. It's very important because our preparation will be just like during the flood. So let's try to extract some lessons. You know, we read the Bible, but sometimes you don't get the gist of it. That's why Karl Barth, a very famous theologian, Protestant theologian, said, stop reading the Bible. Stop reading the Bible, but start understanding the Bible. That's very important. So, lesson number 1. Everything I need to know about life, I learned from Noah's Ark. Lesson number 1, don't miss the boat. There's only one ark floating. Don't miss it. Don't miss the boat. When I was assigned the Southern Mindanao Mission, I took the boat from Cotabato City traveling to Pagadian because I have a speaking engagement there outside of my territory. Early in the afternoon, we're there. We're already having our own bed. We have a corresponding number of the cot or the bed with the ticket that we have, that is in the Philippines. So you cannot just go in the world. You have to look for the number of the cot or the bed. So we went there. 169, 170, that's our numbers with Mrs. Hirano. We're talking with each other there. And then later on, there was already a bell ringing, visitors out, we are now moving. Then suddenly there was a man with a luggage, perspiring already with his wife. And she was looking for the number of his bed. And she said, where's the thing? He stopped right at the front of us. He said, 169, 170. That's a Filipino of saying, get out because that's my number. 169, 170. And my wife whispered to me, that's our number. I said, never mind. We're the first one who came. That's our ticket number 2. And the man said, 169, 170. I said, you keep on announcing, we'll never get out from the bed. This is ours. This is ours. I have the number. Then a vendor, food vendor said, sir, will you please show to me that ticket? I was not about to give it because this guy is only a vendor. She's not from the boat. But being good, because Adventists should always be good. Did you hear me? The Adventists should always be good no matter what. So I took my wallet, I gave the ticket. I said, how did I say it's my ticket? And the vendor said, yes sir, you got the right number. 169, 170. But don't you know there are 2 boats going to Pagadian? You belong to the other boat. Oh, I was embarrassed. We talk about things, but you're laughing with my wife. It's really an embarrassment. Check your life whether you're on the right boat. Count with your fingers and Adventists in Dubai. Are you still in the boat? Don't miss the boat. There's only one boat floating. There's only one church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and that is your church and my church. You'll wait for the second coming of Christ right in the church where we belong.
Amen.
That's why it says, Apostle Paul said in 2 Corinthians 6:2, now is the accepted time, now is the day of salvation. It's now. It's not tomorrow. It's now. Now is the day of salvation. Now is the time. That's why Joshua said, choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house. Now listen, it's not only him. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's a family affair in going to heaven, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Listen, number 2. Speed is not always an advantage because the snails were on board with the tigers. Speed is not always an advantage because there are Adventists who are really good at the start but then later on faded away. Speed is not an advantage. You look at the tiger and the snail, they were inside the ark. The snail is so slow but was able to get inside. So in Matthew 24:13 it says, he who endures. It is not you who is running fast, but endurance. Because in going to heaven, it is a 200 meter dash, but it is a marathon.